There's something silently destroying people's potential, and most of them never notice it. Not because they are weak, not because they are untalented, but because fear is incredibly good at hiding. It doesn't always feel like fear. Sometimes it feels like overthinking. Sometimes it feels like waiting for the perfect moment. Sometimes it feels like being realistic. And because of that, millions of people spend their entire lives believing they are being careful, when in reality, they are simply afraid. Afraid to fail, afraid to be judged, afraid to start. Fear has one job: to keep your life predictable, even if predictable is making you miserable. And today, we're going to talk about how fear quietly controls people, how it tricks you without you realizing, and most importantly, how to break free from it. So stay with me for the next 10 minutes, because this video might genuinely change the way you see your life. Most people think fear looks dramatic, sweaty hands, panic, and anxiety, but real fear is much quieter than that. Real fear sounds reasonable. It says, start next month. You need more preparation. What if it does not work? What will people think? And slowly, without realizing it, you begin building your entire life around and avoiding discomfort. Not around growth, not around purpose, around safety. That's why so many people stay stuck. They don't chase what they want. They chase what feels safe. And safety can become a prison. Think about how many people have dreams they never even attempt. The business they never start. The content they never post. The opportunities they never take. The words they never say. Not because they can't, but because fear convinces them not even to try. Fear is intelligent. It rarely says, don't do it. Instead, it disguises itself. Sometimes as perfectionism. It's not ready yet. Sometimes as overthinking. I just need more information. Sometimes as laziness. I will do it tomorrow. Sometimes as logic. People like me don't succeed at that. But the truth is, many people are not lazy. They are terrified. Terrified of failure, terrified of rejection, terrified of embarrassment, terrified of being seen, sometimes terrified of success itself. Because success changes things. It creates pressure, expectations, responsibility. Fear will do anything to keep your life predictable, even if predictable makes you miserable. The saddest thing about fear is not that it hurts today, it's that it steals the future. Imagine living your entire life with potential inside you and never discovering who you could have become. Imagine reaching old age and realizing the life you wanted was always on the other side of fear. That's painful, because failure hurts temporarily, but regret lasts for years. Fear will make you believe you have time. Time to start later. Time to take the risk later. Time to become the person you want to be later. But life moves fast. Faster than people think. One day becomes 1 year. 1 year becomes 5. And suddenly, the dream that once excited you becomes something you barely mention anymore. Not because it was impossible, but because fear slowly convinced you to abandon it. Even people we admire deeply struggle with fear. Take Michael Jordan as an example. Most people see confidence when they look at him. Greatness, success, but they forget something important. He was cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine that, one of the greatest athletes in history, rejected, embarrassed, doubting himself. Now imagine if fear had won in that moment. Imagine if he decided, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe this isn't this is not for me. I'm not meant to be here. The world would have never known his name. That's the difference between successful people and everybody else. Successful people feel fear, rejection, doubt, but they continue anyway. Most people stop the moment life shakes their confidence. But greatness often begins exactly where comfort ends. People misunderstand courage. They think brave people feel no fear. That's not true. Brave people feel fear deeply. They just refuse to obey it. Courage is not confidence. Courage is action despite fear. And this is important. Confidence does not come before action. Confidence comes from action. Nobody feels fully ready. Nobody feels certain. Nobody knows exactly what will happen. The people you admire, they were scared to. They just moved anyway. Every powerful person you know once had doubt. Every successful creator once uploaded their first video nervous. Every entrepreneur once questioned themselves. Every confident speaker was once afraid to speak. Growth requires discomfort. There's no way around that. Fear disappears only after you walk through it. So, how do you defeat fear? First, recognize it. Stop calling fear logic. Stop calling fear bad timing. Be honest with yourself. Then, stop negotiating with that. Because fear always wants more time, more waiting, more hesitation, more excuses. And finally, take action before your mind takes you out of it. Small action, imperfect action, but action. Because fear grows when you wait and shrinks when you move. You don't beat fear by thinking, you beat fear by proving to yourself that you can survive what scares you. Right now, there's probably something you know you should do, something you have delayed, something fear has been protecting you from. But maybe that thing is also the doorway to the life you want. Maybe your future is hidden behind the risks you avoid, behind the conversations you fear, behind the opportunities you delay, behind the version of yourself you are scared to become. Don't let fear make your decisions anymore, because one day, the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the fear of changing. And when that moment comes, move. Even if you are scared, especially if you are scared.